not a political issue. This is about children.
Where these children go will be up to the Biden administration.
Breaking news first on Fox. Governor Greg Abbott with disturbing allegations about how migrant kids are being treated at the Freeman Coliseum. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Ryan Wolf.
And I'm Camilla Rambaldi. The governor is calling for the Biden administration to immediately shut down Freeman. Fox San Antonio's Amanda Henderson is live there tonight with how your local elected officials are responding to these allegations and when officials found out about them. Amanda, what have you learned?
Camilla, they found out a little while after we learned. We learned about it around 4:06 p.m. From what we understand, the sheriff's office got a call about the allegations around 5:16 p.m. And that press conference with Governor Greg Abbott led to calls for change within this facility and also calls from your elected officials about what they've seen as volunteers. Today, Governor Greg Abbott releasing shocking allegations about the conditions of the Freeman Expo Center where thousands of migrant children are staying.
Earlier today, the Texas Health and Human Services Commission and the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services separately received tips that allege child abuse and neglect at the federal government's child migrant facility at the Freeman Coliseum in San Antonio behind me.
Governor Abbott also alleging that children are not eating enough and that COVID-positive children are not being separated from the others, ultimately calling on the Biden administration to immediately shut down the Freeman and move the children elsewhere. Where are they going if they have to shut down facilities like this one?
So the Biden administration has already said they have other locations across the entire country. Certainly they must have locations that have better staff, better safety measures, situations where children would not be subject to abuse like this.
That's not what Precinct 1 County Commissioner Rebecca Clay Flores says is happening inside of the Freeman.
The conditions are sanitary and good.
Clay Flores spoke right after the governor, and she has volunteered to help the migrant children, saying they are all required to take COVID-19 tests before entering and are fed 3 meals a day. Her words affirmed by Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf.
As I've said before, this is not a political issue, though some people in the great state of Texas have chosen to make this a political issue.
As for the accusations of sexual abuse to the migrant children.
With children, things need to be investigated if officials get real accusations. I'm not privy to that information, but I do trust officials who care about the children who will do due diligence to find that.
In a statement, Mayor Ron Nirenberg says, quote, "These allegations about the federal operation are disturbing if true, and a thorough investigation is warranted." Again, Governor Abbott giving a tall order for the Biden administration, calling for them to immediately shut down this facility. Now, it needs to be noted that Governor Greg Abbott on his own does not have the power to shut down the Freeman Expo Center. That is actually a decision because it's a federal operation for the federal government, because the facility has no regulation from the state. DPS and the Texas Rangers, from what we understand, are investigating the claims. Ryan.
All right, great reporting there. Thank you for that. About an hour after the conference ended, Governor Abbott and Clay Flores actually toured the Freeman Expo Hall together to see the conditions for themselves. Fox San Antonio's Darian Trotter live now. He continues our team coverage tonight. Darian?
Ryan, Rebecca Clay Flores didn't mince words, calling the governor's press conference political theater and fake news. She says he has effectively politicized children. She also says that she wishes he had held off on that press conference until after he toured the facility.
Human Services Commission. The other is the Texas Department of Family.
Sure. I mean, I've been here several times in the capacity as elected official to tour, but also as a volunteer. Their emotional state seems very good. I toured today with the governor. And he was very pleasant. It was a very pleasant tour. He asked a lot of questions, and I'm glad that he got to see that the conditions are good conditions for the children. I only wish he had toured before his earlier press conference, before he talks about accusations that are not yet founded or investigated.
All right, she says that the children applauded the governor as he was leaving, the governor thanking the volunteers and staff. She says seeing the physical and emotional status of the children would definitely elicit a different response to those shocking allegations. We're live tonight. Darian Trotter, Fox News at 9.
Melissa Vega at the live desk, where just moments ago we received a statement into our newsroom from a White House spokesperson saying the Biden administration takes the safety and well-being of children in its care very seriously, adding we currently see no basis for Governor Abbott's call to shut down the San Antonio Freeman Coliseum as an intake site. However, his claims will be looked into and investigated by the Department of Health and Human Services. Ryan?
Melissa,